everybody. Hi. A few weeks ago, my class had an assignment to write about something you can't live without. I thought about things like food, shelter, and my eye touch, but I ended up writing about ideas, because ideas can change the world. Since we are at TED, and TED is all about spreading ideas, I want to share with you what I wrote for my assignment. Everybody needs an idea to keep adding on to, an idea to do something big and powerful, an idea to change the world. Here are some guidelines for developing an idea. 1, think it through. Like, if your idea is to sell your brother and give the money to charity, you really should give it a lot of thought first. I learned that one the hard way. 2, don't give up on your idea. After thinking about it, you may decide it's too hard and you'd rather lie in bed. Don't be that guy. 3, take action on your idea. Like Nike says, just do it. 4, your idea should affect others in a good way. Selling your brother might be good for you, but it won't be good for him. 5, share your ideas with others. Imagine if Steve Jobs had kept his ideas to himself. If your idea is successful, many people's lives will be changed. I hope you will all share your ideas with the world. Older kids like you inspire kids my age. When you do things to help others, like raise money for charities or volunteer at local shelters, we notice. It makes us want to do cool things like that too. I go to Akiba Academy. The kids at my school are always coming up with ideas to make the world a better place. Last year, my 3rd grade class wanted to help the people in Japan after the tsunami. We designed and created bracelets, then packaged them and sold them. We raised over $1,000 and donated all the money to Japan. It made us feel that kids can make a difference too. We can really change the world. Ideas come from kids of all ages. This is my sister. She is full of ideas. Yeah. One of her ideas inspired my mom to create a business. Here's my mom.
Thank you, Sam. All right, stomp your feet if you guys came here today wearing 2 different shoes.
Cool.
All right, so when you saw the email, many of you may have seen that we sent an email from TEDxKids about wearing 2 different shoes. You may have thought the idea was fun. You may have thought it was weird. But hopefully, it puts you in the mindset to do something different, to change your perspective, to be different and to want to make a difference, and to be open to new ideas. It's kind of like thinking out of the box, only this time it's a shoebox. Besides, we have 2 different feet. Shouldn't we wear 2 different shoes? When you open your mind, ideas flow in. I believe that you need 2 things in order for ideas to grow. 1, creativity. And 2, confidence. And when we believe that we all have creativity and confidence living strongly within us, we can do anything. My idea was inspired by Sam's little sister. Her name is Ayla. It took a little creativity to grow her idea into a full business that is making a difference in the world. Ayla has always chosen to wear 2 different shoes. When people ask her, why are you wearing 2 different shoes? She looks up at them with conviction, very strongly and confidently, and she says, because I like it. Her confidence inspired me. I realized that as kids grow older, we start worrying about what other people think or that we won't fit in. We start to make our decisions according to that. I wanted to create something that celebrates that we are all different. Each of us is unique. I love the quote that represents this perfectly. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. When we are confident to be ourselves, we can be confident to accomplish anything. In watching Ayla, I noticed that wearing 2 different shoes really made her feel empowered. She felt strong. She loved that she had the freedom to choose, and that matching her shoes was one rule she just did not need to follow. So this gave me an idea. I did exactly what anybody with absolutely no knowledge in the footwear industry would do. I started a shoe company where the left shoe is never the same as the right. Now, as Sam said, when you have an idea, You need to think it through. But guess what? You don't actually have to know what you're doing. You can ask questions, you can do research. If you believe in your idea, then you can make it happen. I went off to buy some plain white sneakers. Bought a whole bunch of them. I took them home and I painted each of them different. I decided that I wanted to give them to lots of different kids just to test out my idea, to see if everybody else liked to wear 2 different shoes. Well, it turns out most kids loved it. It was a different way to express their creativity. I wanted to design an entire line of shoes that were matched, but never the same. You know, Dominic said a quote earlier, like Einstein said, if at first your idea is not absurd, then there is no hope for it. The more people told me that it was kind of a crazy idea, the more it made me want to do it. So I spent months working on my idea and building on my idea, and what evolved was a new brand called CHOOZE. The shoes are different, always. That alone is unique. But as Sam also pointed out, when you have an idea, your idea should change the world. Well, the world is a big place, and there are a lot of problems to solve. But if you focus on one thing that you are passionate about, you can create a world of difference. In creating CHOOZE, I made the choice to help people who do not have choice themselves. Think about all the things that you guys get to choose every day. You wake up, you get to choose what to eat, what to wear, who to like on Facebook, what video games you want to play. But there are 1.7 billion people in the world who live in extreme poverty, and they do not get to choose. There are 1.7 billion people who don't have basic needs like clean water, food, shelter, let alone an education. So I made the choice to actually do something that helps the people in poverty. Now, 1.7 billion people is an enormous problem to tackle. But if you focus on, but if there's an old saying that says if you can save one soul, you save the world. Now, what does poverty have to do with CHOOZE? Well, I was sitting right where you were about a year ago, and I was inspired by another TED Talk. I heard his business idea, and I decided that it was something that I wanted to implement into CHOOZE. At the end of each year, we invest our profits in microfinance loans for women in poverty. So on a simple level, we create shoes, we sell our shoes, and then we use our profits to provide loans for women in poverty. And we do this through programs that provide microfinance loans and training, support, education, and really anything they can to ensure that these women are successful in creating their own businesses. What we're really giving them is the power of choice. Now, we have a challenge for you, and we're giving you the power to choose whether or not you want to participate in our idea. Sam?
Okay, so a few years ago, I painted that painting with my mom. My alien thingy was used to create the fabric for the shoes that I'm wearing. The money we make from selling them will help many families out of poverty. You could do the same.
Okay, so this is why we're here today. We are kicking off a design challenge right here for CHOOZE Shoes. I'm so excited because this is what I've been dreaming about. I'm putting out a challenge to all of you to submit your pieces of art, your design ideas for the next pair of CHOOZE shoes that are going to be called the Create a Difference shoes. We're collaborating with an organization called Souls for Souls, which actually provides opportunities for people in poverty to start their own businesses. What they do is they actually start businesses refurbishing your old, worn-out shoes. So don't throw them away. You should always donate them to Souls for Souls. So the next pair of shoes that are going to be called the Create a Difference shoes could be your design. I want you to submit your designs, and they could be just your basic doodles. You could do it with crayons, with pencils. You could do it on the computer, whatever you choose. But what I need is 2 designs, one for the left shoe and one for the right. Your shoes will actually have a tag on them that will need a message of hope that you get to write to kids all over the world about how they too can make a difference in the world. Now, you get to choose whether or not you want to participate, but our hope is that next year, one of you will be up here talking about how your idea changed the world.
See ya.